I have to say, I don't think anyone's going to see this coming.
When I was 4, I started rec classes at the old Larkin studio in a strip mall.
Do you think it gets easier, like every year that you do it?
No. So I started choreographing my solos.
You've choreographed your own solos?
Yes.
Studio of the Year night must be really stressful for you.
Oh my God.
Tell me what this is. So there's different lines of Larkin, and then there's captains within the different lines.
Yeah. So I did a NYU tour.
She came into my class
today.
Sometimes I wish that I could just quit, but then the other times there's nobody better than this. Even though you never listen and you're always right, and I guess I would have never fit your type, except for that first night.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 6, I think, of Stop Talking Ken's. I have a very special guest today. I have to say, I don't think anyone's going to see this coming.
No, I don't think so
because it's like so
either.
just like out of the blue, you know? But it's so worth it. I saw Claire was in New York, and I was like, you have to come on my podcast. It's a must. So I'm very glad that this is happening.
Yeah, same.
And we're in a new location today. Because of the spontaneity of this podcast, we're filming in the dorm, but it's okay. Let's start with, how did you initially get into dance?
When I was 4, I started rec classes at the old Larkin studio in a strip mall. And
there was like an old Larkin, and then now there's a new one?
The old location was in like the strip mall with like, I don't even know where it was, like, because I was so young, but yeah.
So you started rec Larkin.
Yeah, and then I remember like one day, basically Molly Larkin came into class and like pulled me out of the rec class and put me onto like the competition line. She just threw me in the room, and I had to like learn how to do my right split, and I was I literally started bawling because I didn't know where I was.
Was this still in like the
old
Larkin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like so wood gymnasium floor, like that's what it was basically.
So when you started rec, was this just like something for fun, just like chill? Like you weren't like, this is something I want to do, like seriously?
No, yeah, I was like 4, so I didn't really know what was going on. And it was kind of like, oh yeah, like try it out. I'm pretty sure like my mom's friend like recommended it to her. And then like I think I was doing soccer on the side, but like I didn't really care for playing. Like I would do cartwheels on the field, so it like really wasn't a thing.
What age did you stop soccer and just fully like commit to dance?
So it's funny because in kindergarten, it was like probably like my second game of the season. I like during halftime, this like our coach lady was like, okay, you're gonna play like midfield or something, and I was like, no, I'm gonna quit, and then I left. Like,
oh my God,
literally left mid-game.
Mid-game. Okay, so you started at the old Larkin, which means you've been at Larkin like your whole entire life. You've never been to another studio.
No.
How old were you when like it switched to the new Larkin?
6. Yeah.
So you got put into these like comp like groups, and then you just like seriously like stuck with it throughout it.
I mean, yeah, there were a lot of hard days. Like I would literally be caught in the back with my mom. Like, I don't want to go to ballet class. Get me out of here. And she'd be like, no, if you want to quit, you can quit June 1st. Like she made me
stick
commit.
It out.
Yeah.
My mom was very big on that. Like if you are gonna commit to something for a full season, you stick to the full season, and you don't like.
You don't,
abandon your team. Yeah, like you made a commitment, you stick to the commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a thing that needs to be like talked about more in the dance world. Just like sticking to something and not like this whole like, let's just leave our team and all the groups mid-season.
Literally. Like, I remember, I think it was my freshman year, but basically I was the oldest on junior line, I was a captain, and basically Nuvo came around in February, and we were just all dropping like flies, and like literally almost like someone every week would leave.
That's horrible.
I know, and like we would have to restage all the time, and just like that, it's just like terrible trying to like.
It's not fair to the people who are there and like making the time and the commitment.
Yeah, and being like a captain, trying to like keep everybody like afloat.
Okay,
like,
tell me what this is. So there's different lines of Larkin, and then there's captains within the different lines.
Yeah, so at the banquet every year before, like after nationals, we have one of those too. We have like a Google form, and like we fill out
you like vote
banquet awards and like all that stuff, and then we vote for captains.
Okay, so these captains are student based.
Yeah.
Like the student popularity, like pick who they want to be captain.
And I think like it's
teachers probably definitely
have like a little
for
bit,
sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, so you're captain of junior line.
Yeah.
And what roles do you have as captain of Larkin Dance Studio?
Basically, you You kind of get like the schedules every week because we don't have like a set schedule for the year.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you have a set schedule per week?
Yeah, per week. And then like if choreos like dates come out and times and stuff and schedule changes, like we just text it out to the lines. And I think parents get emails too, but like just so the kids, like we have like a
team leader.
And
Yeah. Okay.
And like, you know, trying to get like morale up if it's like a hard day, like, you know, just stuff like
Keep
that.
the spirit up. Keep the spirit alive. So do you go to in-person school or are you homeschooled?
I go to public school,
So you have to balance going to school in person and you go to dance. And obviously Larkin's like definitely a very demanding schedule.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what it is.
Like,
but.
I think I start school at like 8:30 and then I kind of have like a half day now, but like before I could drive, like I would have to go to
Driving's
like,
a very blessed
thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
So nice.
And like I'm so lucky to have my own car too. And I can just like
so
do
nice.
whatever. Yeah.
I remember when I
like
got
the
my
freedom
license.
is
the freedom.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
No, there's so many places I'm like, Mom, I want to go here, and she's like, I don't want to drive.
Yeah, literally. No, exactly. Or
Yeah.
like I don't have time. Like my mom, she's a nurse anesthetist, so she like, works a lot.
Yeah.
Like picks up 24-hour shifts. She's like my role model, but because like she just like manages time like, so well, which is like crazy to me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like having that freedom to drive anywhere you want, whenever you want.
So nice.
So great. Yeah. But so originally before I could drive, I would go from like 8:30 to 3:30, and then like dance would start at 3:30, so I'd have to like leave early.
Yeah.
And then I'm at the studio 3:30 to like 9, and then you know just do it all over again. And
So, for a day today at Larkin, do you have ballet every day or like contemporary every day? Like what is the general like gist of that?
Yeah. So usually, I think about like 4 or 5 days a week we have an hour 30 ballet class.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll either
Like within Larkin.
Within Larkin.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll kind of either have like a rehearsal or class for like another hour and a half, and then like kind of depending on like what day it is. Like I know, like Mondays, it's just all rehearsal. We don't have ballet, so it's just like
your groups and stuff.
like 6:30 to 9:30, just like rehearse. And then like Wednesdays, it's more like like we have like tap rehearsal and like set like dances that we work on. Kind of.
Yeah, I
and,
get
like
it.
just line stuff.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, okay. Do you think, like, how do you think throughout all these years you've balanced going to in-person school and dance? Because I feel like now it's like, there's this like thing that like, in order to be a good dancer, you have to drop out of school and like just dance.
No.
And I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
I've always gone to like in-person school.
And yeah, I think like Larkin, like once I graduate, like it's really like taught me a lot about just like time management.
Yeah,
for sure.
For
but
sure.
I don't know. I think like having like a good thing at home, like just having like a set schedule and like really getting into that routine and knowing it too, and like thank God my mom has always been there to just like remind me of what I have and like
coming to college, like, and now I'm just like, I don't have my mom like telling me like do
literally.
your homework. I'm like, oh geez, like it's like something you have to learn. Like you have to learn that like you have to be your own like internal and like
for
having
sure.
your mom there is really helpful.
Like,
all the time.
She has this like planner that just
my mom has a planner.
is
Wait,
in.
like a handwritten
yes,
one.
handwritten.
Yes, my mom too.
In person. She has like the little skinny one for the next year. Like
okay. So going back into dance, when do you think it's like something that you like were like, this is something I seriously like want to like do in life?
I think so. I started choreographing my solos.
You've choreographed your own solos?
Yes, I got into choreography. I think like
you would like NYU then.
Yeah. I was talking with like teachers, people today, and they were like, "Oh, that's good that you're here."
Oh yeah.
But I got into it like my last year in the mini category, I think.
You choreographed your own solo, like
it wasn't
Nouveau.
actually. So
like you went to Nouveau with yourself choreographed solo.
Basically, I got a Michelle Larkin solo.
Okay.
And Michelle Larkin solos are like the hardest things because she'll like just give you like the hardest solo ever, like hoping in the hopes that you'll get all the stuff in it.
Like it's like at the time you can't do it,
but
it's like
you'll work on it and you'll improve as a dancer and you'll grow and whatever. So I did not do that. I did not grow, and I couldn't do the like triple style cow that she put in it, like whatever. So basically, I was gonna get a Chelsea solo for nationals.
We're talking mini right now.
Yeah, mini.
Okay.
Like my last year mini, and I was gonna get a new solo, and basically it was 2 weeks before nationals, and she's
Okay.
like, I could do it now. And my mom was like, you know what? She's not that advanced yet. She's not going to get it together. So she was like, Claire, I want you to go down to the basement, and I want you to just, like, if something doesn't feel comfortable to you, you change it.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
just do
right.
whatever, choreograph it. I don't care.
Right.
So, like, as a mini, I'm like, okay, okay, let's go. So, and then I did it at the Dance Awards, and I think it got 5th.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, like, as a mini, because I'm
you
like,
did it as like the final solo.
yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, oh,
That's
yeah.
good.
Like, as a
That's
mini, I'm
really
like,
good.
nobody really knows. I'm like, yes, let's go.
No, but that is really good.
Yeah. So then, I think the next year was COVID. So then nothing
Okay.
really like happened.
Yeah.
But then my last year in junior at the Dance Awards, I choreographed my first like original solo.
Wow.
And it got first, and I tied Crystal, and I was like,
Oh my god.
so
That's so good.
Yeah, and
Wow.
like I think that year was like the year it all like really clicked for me because like I think I got top 3 that year. Like I was just like that was like a really good year for me.
Yeah.
So then I was like, you know what, this is like I'm like really getting into
Yeah.
it now, and it's all like
Yeah.
getting serious.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I've choreographed
So like
one of my
you
own
don't
solos.
only just like getting choreography set on you. You also like creating and
Yeah.
like crafting your own like things.
Yeah.
Do you think like having like Larkin, like a very diverse faculty and like getting all those knowledge, like that's helping you like create your own voice?
Oh, for sure. Like I watch, you know, Chelsea in choreography sessions, and I watch like whenever we bring teachers in,
Yeah.
like just
Yeah.
seeing like everybody's creative process
Yeah.
is just
It's
so
like-
interesting to see, and like you can take so much
Yeah.
from it, I feel.
Yeah.
And like when we have Molly in, like I think that's like crazy to like she like
Queen.
just like
Yeah.
she
She's
can do
quick.
anything. Just but like yeah, just seeing everybody's process and
Yeah.
like yeah, like I just taking it all in, and like I think yeah, being in that atmosphere
For
really
sure,
helps.
for sure. No, I remember like my senior year, like watching Molly choreograph. I'm like, I'm gonna have to do this next year, and she's so like plays the music, does it, and I'm like, how?
Yeah,
how did you
literally.
just do that? And it's like so perfectly like
And
synced.
like I oh my god, like she came in this year in
yeah.
like August, and I was like,
she's that boy's mine, right?
yeah, and yeah, she did that combo, and then like watching her do our dance too, and just like how she like every move like just like goes with the music, and it's just,
I don't know how
like,
she does it. It's crazy.
it's like so satisfying. It's just like oh my god, yes.
Okay. Speaking of like TDA, you've always been like a top 10 like improv. How do you think like throughout the years or like as you keep doing it, like has it gotten easier? And like what is like one piece of advice that you have like going into those improvs?
Yeah, I think one like I don't even
Do you think it gets easier like every year that you do it?
no. I think like every year I go there.
You get more scared?
Because the talent just like always.
It's true.
It always like,
increases.
Yeah, it gets better, and it's just like every year there's new people there, and it's like I have never seen you before, but you are like the best
So
dancer I've
good.
ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but also like one tip if you're like going into it, like don't warm up too early because you have so much time back there to just like
No, but
sit and warm up.
as you keep getting older, the time
Yeah,
keeps
the
like,
time keeps
now
going,
you're
and then
in the
you just-
senior
yeah,
category.
literally.
Take a nap before.
Yeah.
Would you say like you've ever like gotten a room, like played a song and like practiced it?
Oh yeah, for
Or
sure.
are you just like, eh?
Like before nationals every year we have like little improv classes.
Okay, yeah.
Like the teachers will like set up like
Yeah.
TDA style improv.
Yeah.
And like they're just like I want you to think of like what are your strengths, what are your like weaknesses, kind of like what do you want to show off, what have you been working towards all year that you like want to show off like on the best stage in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
dance world basically. And so yeah, I think like getting that practice of the TDA style improv before going is nice, and like just being more prepared for it.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But I just feel like you get up there, you see everyone, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, you like stand up there and it's like the lights are there and
Everything
you
just
like
like falls
blank
out
off.
of your head. Yeah.
That was my first year that I did it.
How
I was
old were you? Junior?
Mini year, so last
You got
year
it that
mini.
like last year mini?
Yeah.
When you got 5th overall with your
Yes, I did. Yes, that was
self-choreographed
a good year too. But I remember like, cause like minis, I feel like it's more of like a okay, like we're gonna have this phrase choreographed,
Oh,
like kind
yeah.
of more choreographed, like
Yeah.
it's like an unspoken thing. I feel you can go look at my mini
Everyone's
2019
gonna go watch it
Vegas
now.
improv, and I did an illusion, and I'm not a flexible dancer, and I literally like it rebounded like down. And like I put a hand down because I was about to fall over. It was so bad.
Since that, you know what not to do now.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to go doing an illusion now, probably.
No, never again.
Okay, so every year you do, like, the Hall of Fame competitions and Break the Floor. How would you say, like, those are different?
Oh.
For someone who's, like, doesn't do, like, Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame is, so they're, like, it's a weekend, too. It kind of starts more, like, Thursday to Sunday, but that's, like, for, like, you know, like, rec and, like, you know.
Yeah.
But basically, it's, like, your solo is either on, like, Thursday or Friday, and then, like, your trio's on one of those days, too, and then, like, I feel like as you get older, you don't really have anything on Saturday, and then Sunday you do, like, all your dances. And, like, Larkin, we do, like, literally 18 dances, and it's, like...
So how many dances are you in, like, per year, would you say?
I think it would, like, average around, like, maybe, like, 16, 17.
16 dances?
Exactly, and I go to nationals, and, like, you know, I see all my friends from, like, other studios, and, like, we do, like, 5
Oh, my God.
6.
Pro 21 doesn't even have 16 dances, like, as a whole company.
Yeah, that's...
16 dances you're in?
Yeah.
No.
Like, yeah. Because we have so many productions and, like, just different groups and, yeah.
So how do you, like, manage all that? Like, do you learn them, like, would you say you learn them, like, sporadically throughout the beginning of the year?
Yeah, so basically, like...
You're not learning, like, 5 group dances in one weekend?
Yeah, no, literally. We have, like, Molly always comes in September, August, kind of. And then, like, I think a lot of choreo is done throughout, like, October to December. Because then, or, like, Chelsea always does her groups, like, January for us. Like, right before Nouveau. Because usually our first regional comp is Nouveau, full studio. So then, like, everything's basically done...
By then?
By January.
Yeah.
And then we'll finish, like, more productions for Hall of Fame and Showbiz, like, in, like, kind of... What month comes after that? Like, March.
Okay.
And then...
So do you have, like... You have Larkin auditions at the beginning of the year, but it's like, because anyone can go to Larkin, I guess, would you say those auditions are like for like groups or like stuff like that?
It's more for lines. So like...
I do not know what that
means.
means.
So like, so lines are like, so basically our lines are kind of more like the bigger groups of people, so like more like 20 people.
Okay.
And so we have like senior line, which is what I'm on now with like...
20 people?
18 people.
Okay.
And then there's P line, which is kind of like if you don't make junior or senior line, you go to that line if you still want to do Larkin.
Okay.
And that's like ages like 7th to 12th grade.
Okay.
And then senior line is, let me think.
10th
10th
through 12th?
to 12th, yeah. Okay. And then junior line is 7th to 9th.
Okay. Were you on junior line last year? Because you were in, wait, no.
No. So it's like sophomore to senior is...
Were you on senior line last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then junior line, 7th to 9th.
Like, so like middle school.
Yeah.
And then
everything after that is just like, you know, just by age kind of grade. Yeah.
So you do those auditions, you get the line, you get your groups, but then within those groups there's still like small groups that you guys have.
Yeah.
But is that just like...
Small groups are like either picked by teachers
like
or...
Okay.
Like if it's an in-studio teacher, usually you're just like picked for it. And they just send
your
out
Molly
an email.
dances are those lines, right? Like senior line?
Yeah. And so basically we audition for groups, which are lines.
So you audition for groups like within your line, but with like not everyone in the line could be in the group.
Yeah. So if it's an in-studio teacher, like Chelsea will basically just pick like
because like you guys have her like every week.
Yeah.
So it's like.
And then when we bring teachers in, we audition for them first.
Okay.
And then
like you have like a master class or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, okay, I want like this person. And then usually they talk with the teachers and they're like, okay, we want this student.
Right. Yeah.
So then, then they'll send out like, oh, you made it. We're gonna have choreo this date to this date, and then like these hours.
And that's why you're in 18 dances.
Yeah.
Wow, I could not even manage. Do you get like a say of like too many dances?
Oh, I mean, you definitely can, but it's like the thing about
that like weird?
I think it's not weird. Like obviously, if you said no to something, they'd be like, okay, yeah, like whatever you need. But I think it's hard like for dancers to do that because it's like if you say no to something, it's almost like you don't want to, it's either you don't want to be in it or it's like, okay, well, you can't handle that, so maybe we might just like pick another person.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like saying no to something is almost like you don't want any more opportunities, I guess. So it's like scary to say that you don't want something because then you feel that you're not going to be like considered for anything else.
How many groups do you know, like right now? Like so far in the season?
I think like 5.
Oh my god.
But like some of them aren't finished, I don't think. Like we have like 1 dance that's finished.
Your Molly dance?
2. Like our Molly dance and then our Chelsea line.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I cannot wait to see all these dances.
I know.
I think I only see Larkin dances when like TDA rolls around.
Yeah.
And then, because you guys like,
We keep it
you
on the
low
DL.
key.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very low key until like TDA. And then it's like a big Larkin reveal of all the dances. You guys always go to Vegas and we go to Orlando.
Yeah.
Sad.
I want to go to Orlando, but it's so late in the
year.
And like, I feel like that's like half my summer just like
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's so late.
So late.
Yeah.
Now that you're a junior in high school and you have to start thinking about post-high school, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Post-competition life. It seems like life when you're in it.
No, literally, it's all getting
competition
real.
like seems like life when you're in it, but
No,
it's not. No one cares.
Literally.
But do you have any thoughts of what you want to do after?
I love New York.
You love it?
Yeah, I love it. And like I went after, so I did a NYU tour.
She came into my
Tish
class
today, which was so fun. And I mean, it was really like nerve-wracking because I was like,
she had to go into the front of our class and say her name and where she was from.
Yeah, and he was like asking me all these questions and I was just very overwhelmed, but like loved. I'm like all into it. And then I did a general NYU tour after.
Okay.
And like just like looking at the library and
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh my god.
Was
like,
that not overwhelming, the library?
I mean, it was for sure.
One of my assignments was to go in there and like get books, and I was like wandering around. I was like, where do I
Yeah.
go? What am I doing?
We didn't really walk around, but like just like looking at it, I was like, this is like gorgeous.
Insane.
Yeah, and like the open campus is great, and like I don't know. I feel like I love New York because like people just like are so like
locked in.
Yeah, and it's
they
just
walk
people
there,
just mind
have
their business,
headphones.
and it's
oh,
like
yeah.
you're just But yeah, I love the location in New York. Like I had a bagel this morning. It was so
Where'd
good.
you go? Tompkins?
Think Coffee. I know it's a chain, but it's like
No, okay.
Okay,
We're gonna do
we'll
some
talk.
recs after.
But yeah, or I mean, like obviously USC, like I need to check that out.
Yeah,
like, we had
California.
Salima come in.
Oh
then,
yeah.
yeah,
So fun.
yeah. It was really intense, but it was great. But yeah, I think like tuition is scary, but
So you're thinking about college essentially.
like company concert route.
So you're thinking more concert than commercial.
Yeah, because I really want to get into choreography, like I said, and like I think like majoring in dance and really like getting into the history of it and like.
So you for sure want to go to college to get a BFA in dance.
Okay. Here's the thing. I'm the type of person that needs like a backup plan because
Me
like
too, girl.
supporting myself and like
Dance is like
making money
unreliable.
yeah. And I mean, I've talked to a lot of like teachers about it and they're like, well, like it's not really like too unreliable, but it's also like I love making money.
So you think like you would go in for dance, but like get a double major in something else?
Yeah, and I mean, you know, walking around with Caitlin today, like she was like, you can minor in like nutrition or like business and like the marketing side of dance, which like is like also an option too.
Yeah.
So it's like I think starting earlier and like just like figuring out what my options are.
Okay, I do this like thing. It's like rapid fire.
Okay.
But it's like you don't have to answer rapid fire. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll just give you.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
What is your favorite solo you've ever done?
Is
that hard?
Yeah. I mean, I think
Mom's
Agape.
favorite.
That was my first choreographed solo.
The junior one?
Mm-hmm. It's called Agape. It's tan. Yeah.
When you choreographed your own solo, did you like costume it, like everything?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. Do you like sketch it out?
No, we have like, her name's Laura Van Riper. She's like she's the greatest. I literally went up to her. I was like, can I do a bodysuit with pants? And
Is she like the Larkin
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Queen?
Mm-hmm. Queen.
Okay. Favorite solo. What is your favorite style of dance if you had to pick one?
I'd have to say jazz, but like the good, like pocketed,
not like
it has to be a certain like vibe for me, like I love all of Molly's stuff, like just not the cheesy stuff. Like,
okay, what is your favorite type of food? Like your like last meal. Okay,
this
wait.
is like really really
No,
hard.
what would your last meal be?
My
Like give the
last meal.
drink,
Okay.
the entree.
It would have to be Okay. Cafe Zupa's Nourish Bowl.
I do not know what that is.
Okay. Or Sweet Green, something.
Sweet green.
Um,
What would the drink be?
a sweet cream cold brew from Starbucks.
Yeah, mine would be a Starbucks strawberry side refresher.
Yeah. I'm a coffee gal, so
Really?
I can't get on that. I don't know.
It's
like
so
it's this
good.
weird acidity taste in my mouth, and
No.
like when I was like littler, and I like got into Starbucks, I was like, this is my drink, like acai, like yes.
Yes.
But I don't know.
No.
My palate's like different now. I don't know. No.
Okay. That'd be your
Yeah.
last meal.
Probably.
Okay.
Or like a big burger from like Five Guys or something.
There's a Five Guys on my way to the walk to the dance building.
Their fries, guys. Can't. Okay, anyways.
Okay. What is who is one choreographer that you've never worked with, but you would want to work with?
Like Will Loftus.
Mm-hmm.
Or
So talented.
Yeah. Like we just took class with him in Omaha Nouveau, and it was like so good. Or like Chantel. I think she's she's the sweetest human I've ever.
Sweetest human ever. Just like such a good family
Yeah.
in general. Yeah. Right now, who's your favorite music artist?
I really love Playboi Carti.
Okay.
I know that's like really like controversial, but I don't know. Like I just love his. Anyways, SZA, always.
Icon. What is one show that you would recommend everyone to go watch?
I have a lot.
Okay, give it to us.
Okay. Friends. I watched that on the plane, and then we went and saw like The Building today.
Oh yeah,
I was
it's
like,
near.
yeah, I was like
Yeah.
playing like soundtracks in my head, but or like okay, I'm gonna be weird with this one. Game of Thrones.
Is that
It's like
I know.
yeah, I don't know, like just like the writing of it, I guess.
Those are your answers.
Yeah.
Now, give us one movie.
Dune. I'm like sci-fi girl.
Sci-fi?
Yeah.
Are you into horror, that
No.
stuff?
I can't get into horror, but like Star Wars and stuff like
oh,
that.
you like that stuff?
Yeah, like even like older
Boyla
movies
likes that.
too.
She could
yeah.
probably. Do you like Marvel?
Mhm.
Oh my God.
I don't like the new
Boyla
stuff
needs
though.
to come and talk to you about
The new
this.
stuff is not good, but I love like the old.
Okay. What is your favorite color? But not it has to be give me your favorite color to wear, okay? And then give me your favorite color to aesthetically look at.
Okay. Aesthetically look at is like that forest green or
Okay.
like that like the matcha, like that all that thing.
Okay.
And then favorite color to wear, I feel like that heathered gray.
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
Do you have to wear all black at Larkin?
For choreography.
So when anyone teaches you a dance, even if they go to even if they're in faculty, you have to wear all black?
Yeah, because they like to see how it all looks if we were all in one cost. I'm pretty sure that's what they do it for. I'm like, I don't know.
what else.
That's what I was told, I think.
And then, but for your regular day-to-day classes,
Yeah,
don't
you
have
can
to?
wear whatever.
Okay, give us a day at Larkin, class-wise.
Okay.
Just pick a day and then walk us through what you would do.
Okay. So I'm gonna do Wednesdays because Wednesdays are probably my longest day that I dread, but it's fine. So I get there, and this year I have a solo private with Madison Jordan. She's my person basically. We just work on everything together. But yeah, I'll do my solo and I'll run it. We'll go through it, whatever. And then I'll have a 30-minute break to change into ballet clothes.
Do you have to wear pink tights and a leotard?
Mm-hmm. Pink tights, black Leo.
That's something that gets better in
Yeah.
college. You don't have to wear tights, but you have to wear a leotard and shorts.
Yeah, and warm-ups and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that stuff.
You get to make your outfits cute.
Yeah. So then we all get, it's kind of we get our ballet
Clothes on.
tights and leotard on, and then I'll throw on a shirt or something, and then we'll go to tap for
Oh, you have tap every week?
yeah,
Wow.
rehearsals, yeah.
Oh, a group dance?
Yeah, a group dance.
Okay.
We don't have class, but.
Okay.
So
you're wearing your ballet clothes with your tap shoes?
Yeah, basically, roll up the tights,
Oh,
tap
that's
shoes,
cute.
Yeah. Yeah, we all look great. And then, an hour of that, and then we'll transition from that to hour and a half ballet class, and then we'll, change into, bra top shorts, and then take class or rehearse dances until, 8, I think.
Do you guys do, a combo every single week, would you say?
I think this year we've been doing a lot more because before we won Studio of the Year, I think it was more like, okay, we have to rehearse everything. Everything has to be clean. And then
So you would do, like, would you say you did more, like, ballet and then, like, running your groups?
Yeah.
Rather than ballet combo class and then, like, only running your
yeah.
like, sometimes running your groups?
We'd literally go from, like, I'd say ballet, and then we'd go straight into just, like, rehearsals.
Wow.
And then, like, just running things and cleaning.
Studio of the Year night must be really stressful for you.
Oh, my God.
18 group dances.
It's, like, weird because you kind of hate it, but it's also, like...
It's so fun.
It's so good because
like
the energy
adrenaline,
in the room.
oh, my God, yeah.
And, like, you feel like it's, like, you're, like, a part of something because it's, like...
But I feel like Larkin costumes, like, you have, like, headpieces and then, like, a full costume. Like, that must be so stressful. Packing everything?
No, so, actually, you guys do, like... Do you do, like, dream duffels and stuff?
Yeah, but, like, they're, like... We all just have, like, our own tiny little suitcase and then we, like...
Okay, so we have, like, racks. No, I don't think any other studio does this.
Racks?
So we have room moms. So we have like 5 room moms on a line, and each room mom takes like 4 kids in her group.
Okay.
And then they all have racks, and we have
of the clothes?
Garment bags with all our costumes in it. And so
Wait,
it's like,
so do your costumes stay like at the studio?
Yeah, basically. We turn them in.
Wait, but that's less stressful.
Yeah.
Because then, like, for us, it's like, we have, like, well, last year we'd Break My Soul, and we, like, all had, like, canes, fans, chairs, but you were, like, responsible to bring that to the competition, like, yourself.
No, yeah, we have, like, prop dads and things.
Oh, yeah, but you guys have, like, props.
Yeah, it's a lot. Oh, my God, guys, like, the props last year, there were so many. We had a conveyor belt and stairs.
Does a dad just, like, drive it up to the competition?
Yeah, like...
But how do you get it to TDA Vegas?
They drive it. Like, there's 2 dads that go on a road trip.
Wow, that is commitment.
Yeah.
That is, like,
but
unmatched
it's like, so normal, though, to us. And then, like, we
yeah,
get
like,
to other
us,
places.
that's, like, so not normal.
Like, yeah, I think, like, explaining it, it's, like, funny because, like, everybody else is like, what?
Yeah.
Racks? Prop dads?
So, like, someone will just, like, wheel in all of your costumes, basically. Wow. Like, okay, so at TDA, you probably do your groups, like, 2 times, 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Would you turn your costumes in back to the room mom at the end of that time, or would you be responsible for it then, like the second time?
They stay on the rack, and we have, like, little bins with, like, hair pieces and earrings. And then, like, we have, like, shoe bags with all our shoes in them. And, like, they stay in bins. We put them kind of, like, back by the props, I think. I don't know if that's, like...
Weird.
Like, I don't know. And then, basically, at the end of, like, the week of TDA, they go back on the prop truck, and they drive them back to Minnesota, and then we just all, like, pick them up from the studio.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you, like, take your own solo costume.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another question. So I feel like trios, you guys do a lot of trios at Larkin.
Yeah.
Is, like, trios, like, something that you guys, like, the 3 of you, like, get together and you say, I want a trio? Or is it something that's more, like, assigned?
I think it's, like, depending on, like, who does it, because I think...
Like, who choreographs it?
Yeah, because I'd say, like... Yeah, it depends on, like, if you really, like, want one or not, I think, too. Because I think, like, when you're little and it's not really, like, a priority, like, you'd get together with, like, 3 other kids and be like, hey, like, can we do a trio? And, like...
They'd be like, okay.
Yeah, sure. And then, you know, like, as you get older, like, if, like, a teacher wants to do it, they'll just be like, yeah, I want you 3.
And then do you think, like, you get in a trio and, like, that's your trio for life? Like, you guys, like, always do trios?
I mean... I don't know. Trios have been kind of weird with me because, like.
Were you were in a trio last year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was with Kira and Bella last year.
Okay.
And Chelsea did it, but like before that, those 2 were with like Ava Wagner before.
I see.
Like she graduated, so like
so,
I think
like,
it like
because you're
younger. Up
younger.
every year, yeah.
You're like a year younger. That like makes it like interesting.
Yeah, I've always kind of like been in the middle. Like, whatever.
Okay, so it's just like either or. But I feel like you guys do a lot of trios. Everyone is in a trio.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like it's not really that big of a priority, I think. Like, it's kind of like...
Duets and trios are just like not a thing at Prop 21.
That's funny.
Like, that's just like not a thing.
I mean, I think it's like extra stress, too.
Yeah.
Like, I did a duet with... Do you know who Minnie Preston is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a duet with her one year for, like, fun, and it was, like, kind of goofy and, like, whatever. And then I remember getting to nationals, and I was like, like, before nationals, I was like, we don't need to do this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So then we were like, yeah, sure, let's just, like, not do it at nationals.
Yeah.
And it was like, whatever.
So it's just like a...
Yeah.
It's not like a big thing.
No, it's not a big deal.
How many solos would you say, like, each... Okay, I just want to make a disclaimer that there is a camera shift right now. That's why it's probably going to look different because my camera died. But it's okay. All that matters is the contents of the podcast. Okay, what were you saying?
I don't even know.
I said how many solos?
2.
2?
Yeah.
Like 1 for finals, 1 for
I think, 2 is like basic. Like, yeah. But you don't, like, I remember when I was younger, we didn't, like, get to do a solo until, like, a certain age. And, like, we had to ask Michelle Larkin, like, can I do a solo?
Was that scary?
Like, yeah. That was really scary. Especially because she would have to do it, too. And then you're like...
this is a person who's really hard.
Yeah.
And then you, like, had to morph it with TDA.
Yeah. She, like, owns the studio, and she's, like... She's the great. I love her, but she was really scary when I was little.
It's merch time.
Okay.
So this is my like NYU colors.
Oh my god, it's so...
It's your very own.
Oh my god, it's so...
I don't know if anyone's ever seen this before.
I love this.
This is my NYU one where everyone's signing from.
Oh my god, I love. And it's purple.
You were such a good guest.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so grateful you came.
I know. I like got the you did me, and I was like, oh god.
I wanted her to come to
No, I texted my sister. I was like, Kenzie wants me on her podcast. She was like, what?
Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much, Claire,
Thank
for
you
coming.
for having me.
You're very well spoken, I have to say.
Thank you.
And I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any lingering questions, comment them down below, and we will get back to you.
Yes.
But I will see you guys next week with a brand new episode. Bye.